Hi, I'm Saskia Lawson-Tovey, and this is my application for the SSI Fellowships in 2024. So I'm a research fellow and data steward in the Centre for Musculoskeletal Research at the University of Manchester. So what does that mean I do? So the best way to describe it is as a jack of all data trades, except for analysis. So day to day, I do anything from building databases, curating and managing data, ethics and governance applications, creating metadata and data documentation. And this is all in the realm of musculoskeletal health data. And I do this for the Manchester Biomedical Research Centre. So this is a £60 million project in collaboration between the NHS and the University of Manchester. And I'm the data steward for the rheumatic and musculoskeletal diseases theme. I'm also a fellow in Manchester's Office for Open Research, looking at research data management and fair practices in sensitive health data and the perceptions of researchers in this area of the incentives and barriers to better RDM and fair practices. I'm also very involved as Elixir. This first started in 2021 when I became a DASH fellow and created numerous REDCap training resources, which now have over 10,000 views. And I've now worked my way up to be the deputy lead of the UK human data community. I'm also the co-lead of the data harmonisation workstream for the NIHR Musculoskeletal Translational Research Collaboration. So these are national work streams bringing people together in the musculoskeletal research community to tackle common issues across all areas, such as harmonising data. So what are my ideas for the SSI Fellowship? So my first idea is based on something I delivered earlier in the year, where I ran an Introduction to FAIR workshop with the library as part of My Research Essentials programme. So My Research Essentials is a set of workshop and courses for every researcher in the university to learn things that are essential to research. So things like FAIR. This was the first FAIR course they had ran and one of their most successful workshops in recent years. This was aimed at staff and postgraduate research students with little to no knowledge of FAIR, and it went down incredibly well. So some of the feedback was to have more practical sessions following on from that introductory workshop, where participants can really get their hands on the tools and techniques and learn in a very hands-on way how to apply FAIR tools and techniques to data. So my first idea is to run a very practical session in person to do just this. My second idea is to run some events to develop the research technical professional community at Manchester. So we already have existing networks for data stewards and research software engineers, less so for other RTP careers such as technicians. But we've yet to have some events which actually bring all those RTP careers together and discuss those professions at Manchester and maybe the things we have in common and also the challenges we have in common. So we've already spoken with Aman Goel, who leads the RSC network and is also an SSI fellow. And I've also spoken with Eleanor Warren and Tristan Martin, who lead the Data Stewardship Network. And they were very supportive of an event like this to bring together all the different RTP professions. Along the same line would be to have an event to showcase these careers to students and other career researchers. So I know when I was starting out, I had no idea these career options existed. And I know many people still don't know that they are out there. So I think it'd be really great to do an event to showcase these careers, to give people an opportunity to learn more about them and ask questions. So for this, I've spoken with Emma Caroon. So she works at the Alan Turing Institute, where she co-leads the People in Data project, so really doing a lot of work around developing RTP careers. She also co-leads the Elixir Europe focus group on professionalising careers in research infrastructure and is an SSI fellow. And she agrees that this would be a really fantastic idea to get more people interested in these professions, and also an opportunity to highlight those ways they can learn more and get involved, for example, through SSI, Elixir, Open Life Science, and schemes like that. My third idea is related to being a co-lead of the National Data Harmonisation Workstream in musculoskeletal research. So with my co-lead, Professor Pedro Machado at UCL, we'd love to run a national fair or introduction to fair event for the musculoskeletal research community. So a lot of people in this community are clinicians, nurses, researchers working in basic and epidemiological sciences who have little or no experience of FAIR. So we think it'd be really great to find a way to expose them to this and kind of get those conversations going on how they can bring that into their work. It's also a great chance to build community for the work stream, as this is a newer work stream and we've not yet had an in-person meeting. and an opportunity to align with the British Society of Rheumatology. So this is the National Society for Rheumatology in the UK, and their national conference next year will actually be in Manchester. So we'd hope to align our in-person event with that conference. So those are my ideas for the fellowship. Thank you so much for listening and considering me.